I need you to help me debug this. Welcome back to LineTube, and if you enjoy my videos, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. It's free to do so and it helps me massively. Today we're taking a look at what potentially may be a Degen play, or it could be absolutely genius. I'm not too sure which one it is, but the project I'm talking about is HelpMeDebugThis. First thing I want to look at is the current metrics. There is 855 NFTs available, and this was created in December of last year, and it's been live for about 14-15 days right now. There's already 272 worth of Ethereum traded. Current floor price is 0.59 and it's been hovering around 0.5 to 0.6 over the last day or so. There's 14% listed, 47% unique owners, and the artwork is very different, and I do really like the artwork. It's quite nerdy, but at the same time quite unique. And if you look at how many are listed and what prices they're listed at, it very quickly rises to 1 Ethereum. So the walls of the floor price are quite thin, but why is this project doing so well? If we take a look at the project on AlphaSharks, you can see this was deployed 13 days ago, and the current floor price is 0.508 on Blur, but 0.59 on OpenSea. It's got a very high next blue chip potential at 16.21%, so it's definitely got some hype and interest around it. If I click on summary here, we can see some notable holders. Here you can see 2 Cyberkongs holders hold 3 of the NFTs. We got 2 Bored Ape Yacht Club owners holding 3 as well, and also 10 Mutant Ape holders holding 39 of these NFTs, and 3 Azuki holders are holding 4 of these. So there's quite a bit of interest from people who hold notable projects. HelpMeDebugThis on Twitter only has 3,686 followers, and reading the bio here is just a nobody artist project that genuinely cares about crypto JPEG space. Probably a dev who is good at debug and screaming help. So actually it's got a very small following, but the following is all natural and organic. So why am I talking about this project today? Let's head over to their Gitbook to find out more information. On Gitbook, we can see their roadmap. So this is their welcome page. Here it states it is hard for an anon to make some noise in this space. So let me try it out. So currently the developer and project founder is anonymous, but actually he's accumulated quite a bit of interest. There's only 3 parts to this Gitbook, but it does get quite complex very quickly. So let's look over the introduction. So when this was written up, it had been about 10 days since the start of the project, and they started as a Degen project. What they've completed in them 10 days, they created a project that a lot of fam really vibe with. Like I say, I do really like the artwork. It's unique in its own way and looks really cool. There's been a lot of crypto OGs and devs join the community, and Twitter follower increased from 0 to 1400, and it's now at, 3.5k, including some notable names which is tagged here. They've already deployed the on-chain royalty raffle contract and keeps distributing project royalties to the holders. Now this was one of the things that sparked my interest. The fact that they're giving royalty to the holders is always a massive plus. They've also airdropped the evolvable gift collection HelpMeGiftThis to holders, and their trading volume has already exceeded 250 Ethereum. The HelpMeGiftThis collection is a collection that was airdropped to all holders, I believe on Christmas Day. The current floor price of this is 0.065 Ethereum, and as I said that, it dynamically changed in front of me. It's currently 0.06 Ethereum, and there's been 15 Ethereum in volume traded. But this is a free NFT that was gifted to all holders. The utility has not yet been announced for this, so potentially buying this could also be a good play. As you can see in AlphaSharks, the next blue chip potential is 12.73 for this set as well. Their growth is purely organic. They've never done and will never do a paid promo, as it creates negative to a long-term project. They never have and will never pump their own floor price. It is crystal clear that every pump will be followed by a dump, which hurts the holders in general. And that is completely true. The owner's mumblings. What should holders expect to gain from holding an NFT? They should get an enjoyable piece of art, good vibes, unforgettable memories, community and friends, knowledge, and some further utilities. Holders are also the owners of the project. It is natural that they receive the royalty. I really agree with the point that holders are the owners of the project, and I think a lot of projects actually forget that. It's similar to holding shares in the company. As soon as you stop believing in that company, you sell the shares and the floor price plummets. Similarly, if you believe in the project, you're likely to hold on and the floor price will rise as more and more holders hold on. So naturally, you should be incentivizing people to be holding on to their NFTs. I am disgusted by how many founders continuously extract value from their holders, including but not limiting to creating endless series of paid new collections and useless ERC20 tokens. This is also another true statement. A lot of projects have their first set come out and then they offer a second gen set, which normally offers whitelist to the first gen people, but they still have to pay a price to own the second collection, and hence extracting value from holders, which shouldn't be the case. They should either get it for free or have the exact same utility as the second gen without owning one. Point 4. Merchandise should never be listed as the main event on the roadmap. That is not a major accomplishment a project could brag about. Merchandise is great and it's a nice utility to have, but I do agree anyone could put a logo on top of a jumper and sell it. And some projects have been selling merchandise at an extremely high price in comparison to how much you'd pay for a normal hoodie. And point number 5 is focusing on building long-term projects that are innovative. And I think this project is quite innovative, and this is why I'm filming about it today. So the next page is HelpMePrintf and the alpha release. So this is a legal disclaimer and it's not financial advice, and you should do your own research. As holders, you don't need to invest anything in order to participate in Help Me Print Ethereum. The definition of the alpha release is one-liner. Most of the mechanisms I mentioned here are subject to change based off of feedback, actual performance from the Help Me Debug This community. It is a little confusing and I have got a little confused myself when reading this, so I'll try to explain as best as I can. But the TLDR is this is a mechanism that holders pay nothing for. They don't need to use gas on their end, and they get a profit share in the form of Ethereum from an algorithmic trading protocol, which is the Help Me Debug This algo bot. There's also a daily HMDT algo bot performance analysis stream on Twitter and Discord. Initial deposit is funded by the community vault, and any loss is also covered by the community vault. Profit will be split by the vault and selected holders. Once again, the founder is reiterating their goal. Their goal is to build a community, not an NFT project or two. They find it disgusting that some alpha callers use their own community as exit liquidity. A community should never be misled in this manner, as this is not how a community should work. 100% agree with that. And whilst we're on this subject, for transparency, I have got one of these Help Me Debug This NFTs. I don't know yet whether I'll hold for the long term or see what happens as the project develops. Also, if you're still watching, please could you hit that like button and subscribe and leave a comment if you're enjoying the video. In my opinion, the community and the project should have aligned interests, and a zero-sum game should never happen between the two. So, how can a community grow by actually benefiting its holders? The answer is obvious: creating real value. Here is what I prepared for the Help Me Debug This community. Help Me Print Ethereum. The core infrastructure is several machine learning models and a bunch of automatic trading bots on crypto and NFTs based off of rationale signals they receive from these models. The trading includes both the primary and the secondary market. Some human interventions are needed at current level. We'll go over the terminology. So the debug cycle is the time period that a selected holder will earn from the HMDT algo bot. Halp Points is an ERC token or equivalent that a holder uses to get selected. So we can think of this as their token. And a debug wallet is a wallet created for the selected holder that executes the HMDT algo bot during the debug cycle. So what is the methodology of this? And here in this example, all the numeric values are for illustration purposes only, and the actual values will be announced once they are close to the first debug cycle. So holders, right now, only the Help Me Debug This holders can use their HP to bid on positions in the upcoming debug cycle. There's 3 ways to get selected to be part of this debug cycle. First way is by bidding. The top X amount of holders will be chosen in this cycle once the bid is concluded, and their HP balance will be reduced by a certain amount of HP, where the exact amount is defined as the lowest bidding amount of HP among the top X holders, i.e. the lowest winning bid. There's also going to be a all holder raffle, so all holders will have equal probability to get selected once their HP exceeds their threshold. And this threshold will be lower than the HP median mean over the entire holder distribution in order to cover most of the holders. So this will be for all holders. Unless you're a new holder, you need to wait to accumulate enough HP. And there's also going to be an activator raffle, which is the most active holders on Twitter and Discord will get added to the activator list. Each non-listed NFT will gradually earn its holders Halp points. Rarity and specific traits will also have a bonus in HP gaining rate. A certain amount of Ethereum will be deposited into a new Debog wallet from the community vault. The exact amount depends on multiple metrics, for example the amount of consumed Halp points and the staking period. There's also going to be a Debog wallet merge. If the deposit is less than 0.05 Ethereum, the Debog wallets will be merged into a mega Debog wallet, and the holders of those individual Debog wallets will share the profit from this mega wallet. So the Debog wallets are set up for the holders who are part of that certain debug cycle. If the value of their wallets is less than 0.05 Ethereum, they'll all be merged together so that the bot can use a higher Ethereum to invest in whatever it sees fit. Then is the post-cycle distribution. At the end of each debug cycle, if there is a loss, the community vault will cover 100% of that loss. If there is a profit, 40% of the profit goes to the selected holder and the remainder goes to the community vault. Halp points are also transferable and will be traded once everything goes smooth. So you can always buy and sell Halp points as well. This is definitely a very innovative and new concept, so I'm excited to see how it works. Here they've provided a proof of concept. So over the past week they tested a prototype and here's what they got. It obviously needs more testing and they still cannot come up with a zero knowledge proof for Help Me Print Ethereum. So they are going to use the following approaches and do a similar thing until they or someone else has a better idea. They will do a daily AlgoBot performance analysis stream on Twitter and Discord, revealing the first 4 digits of the Debug wallet address. After a month, the Debug wallet address will be revealed and you can check all transactions by then. This is an alpha test and the algorithm might send out false positives, signals more often than it should, but if there's a loss, the community vault will always cover it. Once again, as this is an alpha test, they hope to get feedback from as many people as possible, so each holder will only be eligible for 1 entry during 1 debug cycle, but in future this restriction will be lifted. Like I say, very interesting concept. It is quite confusing how it works, but head over to their Discord if you want to ask any questions, or leave a comment on this video as well if you want to ask anything. And finally, they have the royalty raffle FAQ. So each cycle, currently 2 days, 3 to 5 holders will win the raffle that happens on the blockchain. Everything is transparent and you can always check and verify. Once the raffle is concluded, Ethereum and WETH will be dripping into their wallets automatically. There's no action required. So really, if you win the raffle, you don't need to do anything. And you can go through these steps to see exactly how it's done. But essentially, as long as your NFT is not listed, you will be earning ETH and WETH over the course of the cycle period. Over at the Discord, they will be posting the winners of the raffle in royalty winners, so they will be transparent and show every bit of information. And I really like that. I think transparency is always key and it shows that people can trust you as well. Overall, I do think this is a very interesting project. I don't know whether it's a degen play or it could be a really good project long term. Let me know your thoughts on Help Me Debug This in the comments below, and as always, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.